Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your Retrogrades tarot reading. So this tarot reading is going to kind of bring all the retrogrades we have going on right now into one beautiful little reading for you. I have put your eclipse season tarot reading link in the description box below, along with the links for all the retrogrades to give you more information if you have not watched those, as well as recap if you already have. Okay, so Sagittarius, we currently have Saturn, Pluto, Neptune, Mars, Chiron, and Mercury in retrograde as I'm recording this video. And we will have Uranus move into retrograde on August 7th. So that will be 7 planets that are retrograde for us at this time. And that's a lot of activity, right? That's a lot of review. So Saturn is the review of life lessons, the cause and effect of your actions. Pluto is the review of what area of your life do you need to transform. Neptune is breaking the illusions and seeing the truth. Mars is a review about what is triggering you and where do you need to empower yourself. Chiron is all about healing old wounds that you may have covered up, or maybe you're not even aware are still hurting you. And Mercury, a short little retrograde in the mix, is where's the balance needed in your life, because a lot of things return to us during a Mercury retrograde. And then Uranus is kind of interesting because Uranus has just moved into Taurus, but now it's going retrograde and moving back into Aries. So it's going from second house back into that first house. And this is where are all the loose ends that need to be tied up before, Uranus moves back direct in January of 2019 and stays direct, moving back into Taurus, and will be there for a while, okay? So Sagittarius, there's a lot of review going on, and then we're in the middle of eclipse season. Highly recommend you watch that video if you have not. And lots of changes, lots of internal review, lots of life review going on. And to the extent or capacity that this is happening for you is going to be different for everybody. We're all on different journeys, and we're at different junctures on our life journeys. So the way all this energy is directly interacting with you and affecting you is personal and different. And tarot readings, general ones such as this, can only offer you, just a bit of guidance. So take what you get here and see what resonates with you, and do further research if something really stands out to you that you don't know a lot about or you don't understand, and you will really expand your consciousness. So Sagittarius, let's pull a card here to see what's the ultimate outcome and goal for you during this retrograde season, because Mercury goes direct August 19th, Mars goes direct August 27th, Saturn goes direct September 6th, or 7th, I'm sorry. I think I said that wrong in your intro. No, that was Uranus I was thinking about. Never mind. So during Virgo season, which is at the end of August through most of September, we have 3 planets returning direct, and then Pluto goes direct on October 1st. So half of these planets move direct by October. And so your life is really going to start settling down and things changing, by that date. But we will still have some planets retrograde. They're the slower moving, subtle energies, so that's not going to feel as intense, and we will be past the eclipse season energies. So I would say by, Virgo season, definitely by the middle end of Libra season, things are really going to start settling down, solidifying for you, okay? So let's see to what end is all of this retrograde review for Sagittarius. Ooh, okay. Wow, that one flew right out. Look at here, Sagittarius. You got the Tower. So major changes and shakeup for Sagittarius during this eclipse season and retrograde, the peak of retrograde, all of this review. You are going to make a lot of changes, I feel. Some of this will just be like universal, coming down into your life, the way your path unfolds based on choices of the past and, you know, everything like that. But I don't know, this, I feel many of you, your own hand is in this. It's like during all this review, there's just a lot about your life that maybe you feel does not fit on you anymore, and you're ready for some big major changes. So, woo-wee, Sagittarius. Let's pull some tarot to see exactly what are we reviewing. What is the main focus of this retrogrades for Sagittarius? And from there, if you properly assess all of this review and you expand your consciousness through this, where does it lead to? You know, how is it connected to this Tower energy? So let's pull some tarot. All right, I feel like right there for you guys. So, yeah, look at that. This is what we're reviewing. We have the Fool, you know, and in this position, it's like where you're headed is better than where you've been. You guys are seriously wanting changes. Next, we have this Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Swords. So, Sagittarius, you are really assessing where you feel held back in your life, especially in like your career sector. It could be the company you work for currently, or it could be where you're like, do I need to expand my education? Do I need to return to school? Do I need to get certified? How can I better improve myself in, you know, my career sector? I see that big time for some of you, all right? Like you want big changes in that area of your life, but more importantly, this review, Sagittarius, is for you to see where you are holding yourself back, because you have the Fool is card 0, okay? So there's no real number associated. That's the beginning, the start of the new journey. Then you have an 8 and another 8. And 8s are infinity, right? Which you put out comes back to you. So this is like you're working hard. You have done a lot. Some of you have improved in so many ways, like a lot of self-improvement, all right? But where are you being held back? And with the Eight of Swords, it's a prison of your own mind, of your own making, where there's an insecurity or a trauma that you haven't healed and overcome, a lack of motivation, a lack of belief in self, because it's not that you don't put in the work and that you're not willing to do what it takes. That's right here all day. It's there's something about you in your mind, in your belief system that holds you back, okay? Or even if you perceive that somebody else is holding you back, there's a way to overcome it, all right? We got the Tower here. So, Sagittarius, this review is about, you know, what is your ultimate happiness? Where do you need to work harder, and maybe in other areas you can lighten up a bit, and what is holding you back? That's what this review is about. Okay, so through a successful review, making proper changes, expanding our consciousness, hence the Tower, what does that bring us? Well, we have the King of Wands, which is your energy. We have the King of Cups, and we have the King of Coins. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius, look at that. This to me, the only king that is not present is the King of Swords. And what I'm seeing here is this is a balance in many sectors and areas of your life, Sagittarius, okay? And, you know, the face you show to everybody, what the Sagittarius that everybody meets, that everybody knows, because, you know, there's a face that we all wear for strangers and customers and new people and all of that, right? And then those who really, really know us know deeper things about us. So it's like you're feeling good, you're feeling very confident and strong in who you are, Sagittarius. Look at this. But this here, we have the King of Cups inner self, we have the King of Coins inner self. So there's still some growth taking place in our emotional body, as well as in our financial, material aspect of our self-reality. But Sagittarius, you're standing very tall, you're very balanced in these areas. Even though we're still introspecting, we're very balanced, and there's a sense to you where if you were very open, very outgoing before, you know, you were willing to be vulnerable, wear your heart on your sleeve, all of that, you're not so interested in that. You know, I feel come October, November, December, moving into 2019, your emotions, your wisdom, your spirituality, all of that, your intuition, just it senses you get about things, you are really keeping that personal under lock and key, and only those who really know you are going to know this side to you. If you've been very charitable and giving and helpful to friends, family, where you're giving like lots of money, doing a lot of favors, being there financially, physically, it's like you're pulling back quite a bit on that energy, because you're noticing where you're being drained and taken advantage of. And in that understanding, you realize how much that's taking away from you, potentially taking away from your relationship with your partner, and taking away from your relationship with your family. So it's like Sagittarius is really rounding themselves out and balancing all energies and aspects of self very nicely, and like setting their energy up in such a way where you are no longer vulnerable and weak in certain areas of yourself, whereas these past several months, and maybe even in 2017, you were very triggered, okay, and there was some weaknesses. Well, everything you've been through in 2018, and now you're going in this deep review, has made you strong. You're 3 kings, Sagittarius. This isn't like a king, a knight, and a page, or a king and 2 pages. This is 3 kings. This is such solid, strong, mature, wise, grounded, balanced energy that you are like expanding into through the review of what holds you back, and being willing to make the radical changes that potentially need to be made for some of you, okay? It's just whatever's holding you back, Sag. What is holding you back? So let's pull some advice and outcome here. All right, so we have wishing, and we have differences. So again, where there was imbalance of energy, especially within yourself, I mean, look at, we have the yin yang here, that it's perfected through a proper review with all of this energy that's being offered to you through retrograde, Sagittarius. And it's like things that you really desire for yourself, self-improvement, self-growth, just feeling strong, feeling secure, especially in the career sector. It's like it's there for you. So I would say, you know, October, November, December, going into 2019, life is really starting to settle down and feel good for you. And where there was imbalance of energy, we've learned how to properly temper that, whether it's just within ourselves or the relationship that we're sharing with a lover or other people in general. And with wishing here, Sagittarius, there's some really beautiful blessings that I feel are going to take place for you this second half of 2018. And, you know, some of these blessings may be in disguise with the Tower here. Just really trust the flow of energy in your life between now and the end of the year, and I think you're going to find yourself sitting very pretty, feeling very happy and satisfied with the way everything did work out and balance out for you. And it's just like an inner harmony, an inner sense of peace for Sagittarius. So beautiful reading, actually. A lot of positive changes for you, Sagittarius, during this peak of the retrograde season. I again recommend that you check out your solar eclipse season. I don't know why I'm calling it solar eclipse. Your eclipse season tarot reading that I did. I've linked that below, as well as all the retrogrades that I've touched on in further details. So I am wishing you all the very best, Sagittarius. Take care.